everyone, and welcome to Inspired Empowered Greatness. We are, what time is it? It's about, it's 6:20 in the morning. What time do we want to leave?
I would say about 6:30.
6:30, so we have 10
to get there.
Okay. We are going to Central Cafe and Juice Bar.
Yes.
Bridget, right?
Bridget Johnson.
Bridget Johnson. Hello, Bridget. We're excited I'm definitely excited to try your juice because my aunt has talked so much about it.
Especially
how
the
delicious.
Beet.
So bomb. Her beet juice, she loves her beet juice.
Love my beet juice.
All right.
It's healthy for you.
Yeah, it's very healthy, so I'm excited. They have food there too.
They do.
They have pastries and stuff. And
they do.
Actual food. So
exactly. You see our shirts?
We got, inspired. I don't know if you can really see it.
Can you really see it?
It's kind of dark in here.
Oh, but anyway.
So, bright and early, but we'll get it done.
Yes. Stay tuned.
Woohoo! We're on our way to our first video. What?
Awesome.
The
door.
Ooh, all right.
Bridget Johnson.
Yes. We're here at Central Cafe and Juice Bar with Bridget Johnson. She is the owner of the cafe here. Thank you so much for having us today.
No
We're just
problem.
talking to you about your business.
Oh,
and
wonderful.
What inspired you and everything. Yeah, to open up the business. So that's what we're going to talk to you about today.
We are so grateful and so thankful that you have opened up your shop here in the hood, as we used to know it as the CD, the hood.
Yes.
Okay? And so we wanted to know, the very first question is, Carl, you had a chic boutique down in Madison Valley.
Yes.
So now you went from a chic boutique to this wonderful, amazing juice and cafe bar.
Thank
What made you
you.
do that?
Well,
That's just so...
It is total spectrum.
Yeah.
You know. But what happened? I opened my Missy Lou in 2007, and it was a really nice boutique. I loved it, but then the economy crashed, and people started really realizing that they don't need to buy new. They went with what they had, or that's when consignment shops really had an uptick in their business because people weren't buying them, And I realized at that time, it's not profitable for me, and so I decided to go into the food industry, and that's when I started working for Whole Foods and getting my food experience in. And I did that for several years, and I just always wanted to get back and own my own business. And I thought, well, one thing is food. Everybody has to eat. It's everything we have in common, no matter who you are.
Yes.
And I just need to bring what they want.
Yes.
And give people what they want.
People love their juice
Exactly.
and their coffee.
Exactly. And the juice came about because after I worked for the big chain, I worked for another small business, and they did that, and I just saw all the health benefits, and so that was going to be one of my things that I wanted to add to my business.
So what inspired you to do the Juice Cafe?
I just always wanted a space where people can meet. You know where a lot of people go right now? I feel like there's no community. People are just engulfed in, their work. So I wanted to create a space where you can come in, hang out, chat against the couch.
Yes.
That was my idea. It's bright, it's fun. This space before I, obtained it was a barbecue place. So of course, usually barbecue, spots are dark, like steakhouses. Juice bar, light, airy, fun. That's where all the inspiration from the colors and just making it welcoming. And that's where the welcome came. I want people to know when they come in here, they're welcome. I want them to stay. I don't want you to just come and grab. You can if you're in a rush, but this gives you a space to, like they say, stay still. Everybody needs to stay still.
And there's something about waking up too and just being able to sit there.
Exactly.
Coffee, drink your juice.
Right, get your thoughts, have your first meditation.
Yes.
It's just that whole starting of the day positive. I'm a morning person, hence my 5:30. You know, honestly, if you've ever been, sometimes you go get your coffee somewhere first thing in the morning and people look at you like, why are you here? You know, kind of like, if you know, when they're working to set up. But I'm like, hey, good morning, how are you doing? I want to start your day off in that positive light.
Right.
Hence 5:30.
So what made you choose this particular spot in the hood?
Well, actually, honestly, I live in the area. And I used to drive by all the time. It's been vacant for a couple of years. And yes, and so one night leaving work at 1 a.m., you know, they had a sign in the window. And I had to do a U-turn. And I called it, I swear, 1 a.m. Yeah, and this was a crazy story. And you guys, I'm going to tell you, it's all God, really. I have to tell you. I called back in December of last year. And I left a message. And then they didn't return the call. And so I kept calling. The answering machine was full. So, and this was in December. So after it was full several times, I just gave up. But then in April, on my lunch hour, I decided I'm gonna call again. I need to call again. He answered the phone. He has elderly parents. He's taking care of his parents. He didn't have time. He had home so many messages. He said he decided to erase the messages and talk to the first person who called.
And that was you. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Awesome.
There was something there.
Amazing.
You felt he really, I need to call it this moment.
Amazing.
Wow.
And so then it was just a process of, you know, is this the right fit? Because it's always been a barbecue place. So he was really thinking about that. And so he didn't get back to me after I met him. And then in July, so this is April to July, I'm on vacation with my family, he called and said he decided that he wanted to go with me. And go with the change of this place, because when their parents bought this building from a Jewish family, it was a deli. It was a deli. And then it became a record store, I think, for like a moment. And then it's been a barbecue place ever since.
Yes.
So this having a coffee shop and back to the deli, I just think it's just bringing it back, you know. And so, and it's just something different for the neighborhood. You know, we're doing sandwiches, salads, soup, you know, a little fresher, different option than the heavier foods. And I'm thinking that people are enjoying it.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about your partnership with No Issue?
No issue. Yeah. No issue is because I do, all of my products in here are compostable.
Yes.
And that whole story came about, we've been a compostable recycling family because my daughter in 5th grade did a project on the albatross bird, which is dying. You know, there's this patch of plastic out in Gulf, Texas, and so she did a big project on that, and I felt like that really impacted our family. And so that's when we took it up to, you know, make it our point to do our part. And like I say, started recycling, and then I just brought that over to my business. So all my products are compostable and No Issue. One thing that they do is for all the green products you buy, they plant a tree. And it's amazing.
That's amazing.
And so, you know, our first tree was planted in Australia because, you know, of their wildfires. And so they let you choose, and it's just amazing.
That's amazing.
It's
That's
amazing.
awesome. Great
It's
for
amazing.
the environment,
Exactly.
the area too.
Right.
So that's
Exactly. So
yeah.
my stickers, you know, that I use on my products are compostable, biodegradable, and I just really try to, you know, make my impact as less as possible.
So what are some of the challenges you have faced as a business owner?
Well, you know, honestly, I think all small businesses nowadays are facing just trying to find a location, you know, and a small location that's manageable you know, and affordable for your one person or budget, you know, and all these new buildings are going up, but they're really building spaces 2,000, 3,000 square feet, and no one can, you know, a small business, it's hard for them to, you know, afford something like that. And so a big shout out to the Jordans. Mr. George Jordan, I haven't met you, but your son Arlen and your daughter have been phenomenal, and I just appreciate you guys giving me the chance to, you know, be in this space, because I think most small business owners have the dedication, they just need the chance. They just need the chance. The other big obstacle I felt was financing. You know, these banks, you could have your money in these banks for 20 years, 30 years, you know, have good standing, and they won't give you a small loan. You know, we basically finance this with, you know, I'll be honest,
your money.
our money.
Yeah.
And so just to get the last key pieces, we couldn't get a loan from a regular bank, our own credit union. My husband was in Chicago just before we opened and taking my daughter on a college trip, ran into somebody from Seattle that told him about Business Northwest Impact that gave us our microloan.
Oh, wow.
Okay, you see what I'm saying?
Wow.
Right.
So shout out to Business Northwest for helping
Yes.
our sister
Yes.
realize her dream.
Okay, and just that, my biggest piece of equipment, my espresso machine. I'm a coffee shop.
Right.
You know, showing our finances, like I say, to a regular bank, our credit union, all that, what we've invested, couldn't get that big piece, the last part.
Yes. How have you
And-
been overcoming those challenges?
You know,
Yeah, what was the biggest thing?
the biggest thing, you know, I think too for small business owners is getting your mentorship about your financing and making sure you have all your paperwork together and understanding your profit and loss statements, and, you know, really having all that in line so that you can submit, you know, to be able to show that, you know what you're going to be doing and what you're up against, and that you're, you know, viable.
Where do you see your business in about 3 to 5 years, or where do you hope to see it?
Well, you know, honestly, you know, we're building slowly, but, you know, we'd like to start a catering program. You know, I also want to extend my outdoor seating.
Okay.
You know, I do have another secret, but I don't want to.
Don't share it.
I don't want to share that.
Keep it out of the universe.
Yeah, it's out of the universe.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
and so I don't see myself expanding to another building, but what I can do in the space that I have,
Already.
I'm very excited about.
Yes. So if you had one wish
Yes.
for Central Cafe and Juice Bar, what would that wish be?
You know, honestly, for me, the wish would be to have young girls and boys see what I'm doing and know that they can do it.
Yes.
Because, you know, my mother, wonderful mentor, you know, she started a school, D. Charlene, who's passed, before I started my clothing boutique. You know, she mentored me. Henrietta Price, who had the hat shop.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, these were all mentors for me as a young girl growing up and wanting my own business. And so I see myself doing that for other kids that come in here and see that they can do it.
That's great.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you so much for having
I
us. It was
appreciate
so great
you.
meeting you.
Yeah.
So this
so
is us
wonderful.
on Inspired Empower Greatness.
Thank
We
you.
want to thank you so kindly. We would like all of you Garfield Bulldogs, y'all
Okay.
know who I'm talking about, to come out and support our fellow classmates,
Yes.
because we are Bulldogs for life, right?
Right.
So come on back in the hood, 26th and Cherry, Central Cafe, and Juice Bar.
Thank you.
You're
You
welcome.
guys are awesome.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome.
All right. And here's what I'm doing. Amazing. They know more technology. They're techie savvy, and so we have to appreciate all of our levels
of ages. And as you can see, my sister is still in the bed. We'll see if she comes.
Is she gonna come? I don't know. That breakfast might tempt her.
I don't know.
But then she might be like, I'll just meet you up for breakfast.
I think that'll be boring.
Oh shit. You good? Sideways. Looking a hot mess. Busted is what I look like. Oh, we turned in here. You said screw that?
Squirrel!
Oh.
Is that? His ass needs whooping.
Oh my god!
26th and Cherry, shout out!
And this used to all be a black community down by Garfield High School. And now everyone has scattered.
Yep. We would have pulled the bootstrings, but you want us up in there with your accounts, having accounts, and then you can't even come through when we need you to come through. Whatever.
Had such a great time with Bridget's day. So great. We had our juice. I feel refreshed. And I'm about to go boxing today still at 11, so that's in about 3 hours. And what is she gonna do?
Sisters gotta do what sisters gotta do. I'm going to sleep.
Put her
It is
jammies
Saturday. I got up like I was going to work, and actually, I don't leave my house until 5:30. I left my house at 5:15. I don't get up until 4:45, about 10 minutes to 5, but I had to get up at 4 today. Oh no! What's wrong with this picture? But no, I had to check my lotto tickets. I had to go over my questions again for Miss Bridget. I had to write in my journal. And I watched a Netflix romance movie.
Okay, you're not supposed to watch TV when you're going to bed.
I know, but I did that before I went to bed.
And here's my dad like, Savannah, get up.
Oh, did he? What did he say?
Rise
Get
and
your
shine.
ASS.
Yes, when I was late, he would say that to me.
You're supposed to say, "Get your behind up, girl."
Nah, he didn't filter himself too much.
You are too funny.
I got salami and crackers.
Pancake. I need a pancake right now.
Going to Plum Delicious?
No.
Where are we gonna go?
Plum Delicious.
Go to Patty's Eggs Nest.
Oh, we could.
There's one in the South Center.
That's deep.
Huh?
Nothing. I said that's.